Hello, my beautiful people. How are you doing? Blessings, blessings, blessings. I know it's dark and we're going to keep this. Hello, I wanted to come on today. I hope you can hear some of the quiet tones, but I wanted to come on today to say hello. I know that we are in a space. Hello, Auntie. Blessings. We're in a space where we're able to really access. Blessings, Miranda. How are you doing? We're here. I'm in the wellness room, so I'm so excited. Listen, I wanted to come on today to be able to say blessings, that you are loved, that you are cherished, that you are valued. I wanted to come on to say that, listen, you are in the store for some of the greatest days of your life. Your latter shall be greater. Your latter shall be greater. And to just breathe with you all. I wanted to be able to quiet the space. To just quiet the space. Good morning. How are you? I know, right? All you see is teeth, right? That's what I told the doctor. I just want them to see me from the back of the room, and that's what he did. But I wanted to say that we're in one of the best places that we could ever be able to experience right now on the earth, because truth is being able to come to light. So many things are taking place, but it actually is happening for your good. I know that a lot is going on, a lot of loss. But listen here, we're in a new world right now. A lot of individuals are doing a lot of different transitions. And it's all needed. It's all needed for the bigger plan, right? Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning. Blessings, my earthly sis. Hello, Ella. Yes, I wanted to come on today. I'm here in the wellness room. I'm here. I'm so excited. I'm like, yay. Hey. So I wanted to come on and just say, listen, I love you. You are loved. If no one has told you today that you are amazing, that you're doing such a good job, that you're getting through this, that you are in a purpose, that you are in alignment, that you're able to absorb every single thing that you want to boldly bring forth to this earth, right? That you're going to boldly bring forth in this season, right? This is the season that you've been waiting for every single person that felt like they've ever struggled, that they ever had some type of hardships and bitterness that has brought them to a place now that they are on the other side. They are living in the land of milk and honey, that they see what it was all about, that they understand that it has meaning, and that they are chosen to be able to what? Help others. My word for today is help others. I know a lot of times when we're in our journey, a lot of times it seems as though that I need to make sure I got myself, because that's how I have been for so many years. I want to make sure that I'm protected, that I'm good, that I am in a place. Oh, Ella, this is your playlist. Do you hear it? Yay! But listen, that I am protected, that you are protected, that the worries mean you know well, right? That you can literally allow yourself to breathe in this season, that you can allow yourself to be able to enjoy the essence of why are you really here? God is giving you the opportunity to align, to be able to bring forth. The other day, I was speaking to one of my clients, and I gave her an analogy, I said, listen here, it only takes, they say if you move around 20 things in your home, it'll make it look different, right? So the same applies to our lives when we're making decisions. If you just alter and change around the things that you are currently in your environment, your space, and some of the things that you used to do, you make it anew, and you make a decision to live now in your truth, that what it stands and speaks for where you want to go and what you really believe in. Long are the days where we're talking about what we don't want. We are now in the essence that we are only speaking intentionally on the things that we know are to come, that we know we are in, and that we're embracing our now. It's all about the now. When we're in a place of gratitude, when we're in a place of I'm so grateful and thankful. Someone asked me the other day, what do you need? I need nothing. I need nothing. I need nothing. I need nothing. And I'm so grateful for everything. Do you know it took me getting to a place of some of the lowest lows to have lost it all 3 times to understand the value of where the power and the happiness really lies. It lies within me. I left it dark today so you can understand that you are the light. You are the light. No longer are we looking outside of ourselves. You are the light. You are what the world is looking for. You are the salt of the earth. You are what makes it better. You are what they are needing in this hour. The more healing, the more peace, right? That's the essence. The more healing, the more peace. That if I just allow myself to allow love to come forth through me, because God is love and love is all we need. See, when we get to the simplistic things of life, things start to change. When we get to the essence of really allowing ourselves to be used in a mighty way, all we need is love. All the world needs is love. And if we just keep it simple, listen, if I am not scared that no one's going to hurt me, try me, use me, I'm able to actually give, right, freely, because the Bible says it's better to give than to receive. If I can just give because I know that I am the producer, that whatever I choose to do, I can bring it forth, that I come from an endless well, that it keeps on giving and going and producing, and it never goes dry. If I'm not expecting anything in return, it continues to multiply. That's what I wanted to come on and share today. That listen here, we are in the best seasons of our lives. Things are going to happen in front of our eyes so quickly. So quickly, the things in which you used to pray for, you will be able to experience on the earthly realm. See, we are now being able to bring forth heaven on earth like never before. We're getting the opportunity to experience what this thing is really about, right? Listen, I just wanted to come on today to say, listen, you are loved, you are blessed, you are amazing. You're such a special individual. You were chosen for a time such as this. Rise up, boldly roll, and go forward. Take it by force. Take your destiny by force is what I'm saying. Listen. Take your destiny by force. Long are the days that we would timidly walk around the things that we knew were ours. No, that's mine. That's mine. That's mine. Listen, this is our season. This is our time. I know. I'm like, yeah, I have on no more lashes. I have literally cried. I mean, when I tell you, for the last couple months, my lash lady has been like, I said, just don't, listen, they're off. They're off because crying is healthy. It's purifying. It's allowing yourself to acknowledge emotions that are to come through you. A lot of times we were taught that it was wrong and that it showed weakness, but it really is the opposite. When you're able to let go and release is when you're able to receive the real treasures of this life, right? I want to tell anybody that is hurting today, listen, allow yourself to sit with that emotion. Don't push it to the back. Don't push it to the side. Allow yourself to go deep. This is when I'm walking with a lot of my initial coaching clients. I want them to go into the room, right? Go into that dark room in your life. Open the door, shut it, and keep the light off. I want you to sit with the things that's trying to allow you the opportunity to see you for who you really are. You are the light. If you allow yourself to heal in a way that you've never experienced before, you allow yourself to experience this life on a level that you've never done before. Your healing is at hand right now. Every single thing is happening through different situations. It's all working out for our good. Every single element of it. It's all working out for our good. I'm so excited. I know that the grand opening most likely we'll see once a lot of these things mellow down some, so we can be able to, because we do assistance with a lot of special things, so it can't happen right now. So when we are able to do the grand open, it's going to be so magical. I'm like, oh my goodness, I've worked so hard to be able to allow the world into my world, right? I want, I'm finally free to allow the world into my world. For so many years, I was holding back, and I can let them see this part and that part. No, listen. How God has took me from what was considered to be disorders to divine orders. It is available for everybody. And I want everybody to experience it on a level. And I'm just allowing people that are aligned to be able to experience just simple things that has helped me through this journey, right? Simple is right. Doing nothing and sitting still. I am here on a rug. Do you see? I am here on a rug. A rug. I am here on a rug. I had a friend ask me the other day, are you on the floor? Yes, I am. I love being on the floor. I've been like that since a child. Sit with yourself. Listen, it's the simple things. Sit with you. The simple things. So today, if all I can offer you is to say, listen here, you are loved, you are cherished. You are in a space that you have always dreamed of. You love it too, Ella. Seriously, I love it. I'm like, oh my goodness. And if I could bring the grass into the inside and lay on the grass all in here, I would do it every day as well. I'm like, can I create just an inside yard? Maybe that's what I'll do at the mansion that I'm going to get. I want to create an inside yard where we literally get to just come and lay and just be ourselves, be you. Blessings, Franny. How are you doing? Hello. I'm just coming in today to say that you are loved, you are cherished, that you are amazing, that you are chosen for this season. I know that everything is not for everybody, and it's okay, right? We're in a place that if you just move around a few things in your life, it's just like walking back into a place. I told her, I said, listen here, you know how if you were to go to a client's, she does homes, so she cleans homes, and I say, you know how they were to tell you to rearrange the couch over here and put the curtains over here and put this over here and move this around and move the rug over here and then just move the pillows. We're going to switch the pillows from the living room over here to the sitting area, and we're going to move. See, if you were to just alter just a few things in that same space with what was already there, right? It's still you, right? But if you were to alter the way you see things, you know how when you come back into that space, someone new will come in and say, oh my gosh, this is so nice. You changed it up. Oh my goodness. I love it. The same thing applies to our lives. If we just change some of the things that we've been doing that no longer serves us, if we just move around some of the things, that are out of place. I'm serious. Listen, you said Marie. Oh, hello, Marie. But listen, Marie Kondo our lives. Woo. So is that something like, you got to tell me more about that, Ella? Listen, I told her, if you just maneuver some of your decisions that you have been trained to do over and over and over again, sometimes we don't understand that chemically our bodies are used to, our minds are used to doing certain things every time we feel a certain way. And we've been doing it for so long that we don't even acknowledge and know and even see and sense that we are repeating the same cycle over. Blessings, Dion. You are love, beautiful. Listen, that we are creating and perpetuating the same entire life that we have been dreading over and over again if we continue to do the same things based on some of our triggers, some of our fears. Listen, no one can take anything from you. No one can rob you of anything, not even your peace, not your money, not your soul, nothing. They can do nothing. But if we just alter some of the things in our lives, change it and move it around, make different decisions, change some of the things that you have been doing that were not working, guess what? It's going to be an entirely different experience. It's going to look totally different. It's going to sound totally different. That's the same way it applies to our lives. I said, listen here, if you no longer feng shui, yes, I'm so serious. We need to feng shui our lives. Seriously. Oh my goodness, I got to look into, my mom told me about her. Yes, Ella, thank you for that. Feng shui our homes and we feng shui our lives. I'm all about, listen, I am a hippie. If I could have been born back in the days, I swear I would be out there in the yard and in the grass. I was at Lake Eola the other day, just dancing all out in the middle of the field, just being free because, listen, I needed to experience just the freedom of being me without caring if anybody was looking at me, if anybody understood me, if anybody wanted to know what was going on. That was none of my business. I was in my moment, enjoying what was mine, which was freedom to just express. And I think a lot of ways, even in our spaces, as I turn around, and I'm sitting here on the floor, right? And then I'm turning it around. I'm going to turn the camera around. And did it turn it around? Let's see. Turn the camera around. And I remember, this is my office, right? So I remember I said, how do I want to feel when I'm talking to my clients? How do I want to feel? How do I want them to feel? I am such a creative person, and I wanted them to be able to experience the very same thing. Colors mean so much to me. Color, everything has a meaning. And I was like, I know how I feel when I see the elephants. They move slow and they have such wisdom and they live long lives. And that's what I resonate with elephants, right? And I was like, I know I have been operating so much in so many other tones that when I look at pink, it's of love and it touches my heart space and it allows me to feel good and giddy and reminds me of my childhood because I had to grow up so early in my mind, right? So I am an adult that had to learn as now an adult how to connect with the things that make me feel good. And I wanted my clients, when they come here, listen, how do you feel when you come here? I got all my greens and trees all in there. Listen, we're going to get to business on this board over here, but we're going to make sure you feel good when you enter here, even from how, thank you, Ella, it's soft and loving. Guess what? I told a young lady the other day, and see, then you come in here with all the purples and you come in here with all the purples and not the purples, but the orange. And I love orange. Orange to me is so very invigorating. It's so refreshing. It's just like citrus fruit, right? It's so refreshing and energetic. So you're able to really connect with colors in a major way. But listen, I just changed things up with what I already have, right? Move it around. Use what you have. Start where you are. Listen, start where you are. Use what you have. Alter some of the things that you currently have been doing with with this perspective that you have. Change it up. And I guarantee you it will change your life. It will change your outcomes. Just changing around some of the things. I told a young lady the other day, I said, listen here, I would always, soon as I felt like I had to prove myself to somebody, because see, that season is gone. And I wanted to speak to somebody today. So those that had to grow up in dysfunctional households that learn how to function and thrive in dysfunction, we learned how to literally we wanted to fix everything. We wanted to make it better. If I just get good grades, if I clean the house, if I cook really well, will it make it better? So then we learned, will they see me? Will they hear me if I just do all these good things? So then we learn how to do a lot of things in our adulthood lives that as soon as somebody seemed as though they weren't paying us any attention, we are running after them like we're just literally starving. Please see me. Please see me. What can I do to show them that I'm such a great person? What can I do to prove to them that they can be around me? What can I do so they'll pick and choose me? Listen, I've been there. I lived in that my entire life, and that season is over. Over. Listen, if you don't know my essence, and if you can't see my heart from just meeting me, listen, we are not supposed to be in the same place. It's so simple. We are not giving our energies no more to those that don't deserve, because a lot of times those people only could offer us hurt and pain that we were trying to run after. They're showing you that I am empty. They're showing you that I have nothing to give you. They're showing you that if you keep running behind me, chasing me to pay attention to you, I'm going to hurt you. And we just kept going after the pain. And we just kept trying to prove to the pain, I'm over here, please acknowledge me. We kept doing it over and over. And guess what? We got to a place, listen to me. We got to a place that we repeated those cycles over and over and over again, that anytime somebody seemed like they didn't see our value and our worth, that we had to show and prove it to them. Then by lowering our standards and our values and our worth, we placed ourselves into situations that gave opportunity and space for nothing but tearing us down, taking away, depleting, and only emphasizing more so on the very thing of what? Ignoring us, proving to us that they did not value us, allowing us to now go back and think that something's wrong with us over and over and over again. No, that season is over. Listen, this is the season. If you do not see the value from the beginning, we are not going to be in the same space, period. Because I understand, and I don't feel any way towards you. But I understand that we're not supposed to be in the same space. Because I've gone years with trying to prove to people that were never going to choose me, that did not have anything to offer me, that they were going to self-sabotage the situations. That's why we didn't know why relationships continuously were sabotaged and over and over again. They couldn't offer us anything. But the little girls that was in us, the little boys that was in us wanted, because all we were used to was rejection. So we went after it over and over and over again. We went running from it because that's all we knew. But listen, one thing about this thing called time, when we learn how to allow ourselves to love ourselves, finally, to appreciate ourselves, finally, to acknowledge our gifts and our creativity, finally, we start acknowledging the beauty and the love within ourselves, and we no longer have to even let that trigger us anymore. We can go based on facts and say, listen here, we're not supposed to be in the same space. It's like when you hear something say, what, stranger danger? That's what it's called. No, we are not supposed to be in the same space. But only until we start acknowledging ourselves for who we are and who we are to be, and that we are coming from a place of love, because that's what we wanted to come from as a child. See, children are loving unconditionally. Children come out loving you. They just exuberate love. And I wonder for so long why, people say, well, why you don't have any kids? Because I didn't trust myself with the kids. Because until I learned, I'm serious, until I learned how to love from a place that did not have to come back, until I stopped running behind the pain, I did not want to hurt another vessel. I did not want to create another generation of hurting people. I didn't want to I wanted to wait till I was healed to be able to start a family, to meet my spouse. I wanted to wait till I was healed, because I wanted to give from a place that never has to hold back. I don't have to hold back my love anymore. And that's the biggest gift I could have ever been given. Because we were trained to be afraid to love. We were trained to be afraid to give. We were trained to be afraid because the very people that were supposed to make us feel protected and safe did not offer us that. They didn't offer us that. And guess what? The enemy started early with that lesson. So we built up those walls, and we built up those walls, and we built up those walls to protect ourselves very early. And Queen and Kings, I'm here to tell you today that freedom exists in your willingness to love despite all, to not have to try to figure it out. We don't have to figure it out anymore. We don't have to. We don't have to have all the answers. We can just enjoy our space. We can just enjoy being us finally. So that now we can raise a generation that grows up whole and healed and loved and seeing love and seeing an adult loving themselves, so they feel free to love themselves early and express themselves early. I was telling my mom, listen here, when kids, I got a beating every single morning because I didn't want to wear what was put out. It's not, my mom was very fashionable, and but I wanted to express myself. That was the beginning signs of expression. A lot of times when kids want to show their individuality, a lot of times as adults, we're not in the space to be able to see that they're learning how to express themselves. And if we just allow them to have a creative space to express themselves, just by as simple as their clothes in the morning, they're able to now start owning their individuality very early. They're able to feel comfortable in their individuality very early. They are able to literally allow themselves to trust what they are creating just by how they want to look in the morning very early. And that very thing is so powerful because that allows them to start trusting what they're creating for their day every single morning. Like when you wake up in the morning and you rise up from your sleep and you're like, oh my goodness, what am I to do today? Lord, what shall you have for me to do today? That's the very thing that they are starting to experience when they say, Mommy, I just want to wear this in the morning. Allow them. Look at it from a different perspective. I know that you want them to wear this, but allow them to see that I see you, I hear you, and listen, show me what you want to create. Put it on. Put it on. I want you to put it on. And if it's not dress code for school, I still want you to, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to put it on fully and express it right now, so you don't feel like you had to push it down and bury it down and that you had to start ignoring your feelings very early. Put it on. I want you to express that. Let it out. I want to see, Mommy wants to see what you have in store for the day right now. And I'm going to give you 15 minutes to experience that. And then we're going to allow you to put on the uniform that's for school. Is that okay? And guess what? You will experience a child that is not behavioral, a child that now feels safe enough to allow themselves to continue to create very early, to express themselves very early in a healthy way, just by the clothing, right? They want to show you what they're seeing from internally, their heart space, and coming out into the world. Listen, these are just some of the stories that I look forward to when I'm working with the youth now, that I remember I was there. I hear you. I see you. I am an adult that is healed, that is healing, that is ready to show you that you are free to be you very early. Listen, I'm so grateful for that level of deliverance and healing, because now I'm able to be a voice for those that are voiceless. I'm able to be a level of direction and help them through their processes of redirecting them back to who they are. Who are you? Yes, being yourself, that's all that matters. That's actually the only thing that matters. Dion, that's the only thing that matters. Everything goes back to who am I? And God says, I am that I am, and that I am in you. So now we finally get introduced to the God that's in us by just acknowledging ourselves. I am that I am. And he told us, I made you in the same image of me, and I am in you. And just like I created the world in 7 days, guess what you can create because I am in you. And if I said a thing and if I thought a thing and I spoke it forward and it was there, guess what you can do? We have the same power. We can speak a thing. We can decree a thing. We can declare a thing. We can literally walk in the essence of knowing that we can bring forth anything that we want to. I am that I am is within us. And that I am is so powerful because it's telling us a reminder that you are who you are destined and designed to be. Acknowledge it, queen and king. Acknowledge your full essence. And yes, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be so worth it. The journey back to you is so amazing and so beautiful. It's painful. It's lonely. It's misunderstanding so many times trying to get there. But I tell you, if you don't give up and you just literally say, I'm going to go on this journey to see, what do I like? As simple as when I'm talking to my clients, what colors do you like? What makes you feel well? What is self-love to you? Like, how do you express that to yourself? But do you know how many of those simple questions have never been asked to us? If someone asked an adult, what do you want? Can you answer it? What do you want? Who are you? Seriously, it's that simple. Listen, Dion. Oh, thank you. Blessings, Queen. I'm grateful for you being yourself as well. Listen, all of the ones that were considered the outcasts and the black sheeps and the ones that they seemed like was too much work, guess what? It's our season. We know who we are. We know why we are here, and we know why we no longer listen to the lies anymore. We know why we will not accept dummying down anymore. We know exactly why we are here, because this is the season when the Bible said it will be mighty ones that will rise up. They will come from the north. They will come out of nowhere, and the world is going to say, who are they? Where did they come from? Because now you are ready for the time such as this, because there are so many people ready to meet you. Listen, we were in those seasons alone and in darkness for so long, because guess what? We're glowing. We are growing. We are the light. We were the light the whole time. So if I can say anything, because I know I've been on here a while, I wanted to just invite you into a space to just say, hey, listen, you are loved. You are cherished. You are amazing. You were chosen for those battles because you are to be victorious in every single area that tried to destroy you. You are to be masterful in every single area that tried to show you lack. That was the whole point of it, for you to acknowledge that so you can master it, so you can dominate in that area. You're actually dominating in the areas that they wanted you to think that was your weakness. No, that's your gifting space. That's where you know every intricate detail to it. You know it because you were there. You had to go all the way low to go all the way high. There is no one without the other. We had to go through it. And listen here, if I can do anything to hold space and remind or say, listen here, sis, you got this. Own it. Thank you, Ella. Blessings. Own it. Own your essence. This is your time since the child that you've been waiting and been prepared for. This is your day. Maximize it. Whatever your goals and dreams are, take it by force. Take it by force. Dominate today. Make it yours. It's your day. Every day we get a day to be new. Every day we get an opportunity to express ourselves and to be creative and to show the world and invite the world into our world. That's what I told kids when I meet them. Show me. I want to see. Like, I'm literally, like, when I work with them, I get on their level. That's why I love being on the floor. Show me. I like playing with. Listen, show me. Show me. That's why he said he was to be able to be fruitful, multiply, replenish, subdue everything we have done to go through. The Lord, Jesus, yes, he took us through it. He said, listen, my child, you have this. Everything that the cankerworm ate up in your life, I will bless you even the more. He said, I will, and now even when you acknowledge yourself, I will send those. He said, I will send those to bless you. You know, when we were in church, and he said, press down, shaking together, run it over. Will I send those to bless you? Right? That's what he's doing in this season. We're coming up on harvest season. And guess what? You're going to see some of the biggest manifestations and blessings and miracles on this earth like never before. This is the year that you're going to see the miraculous like never before. In the midst of the pressure is when you see the refining. In the midst, I'm here to tell somebody that's going through one of the hardest seasons of their life, you are transformed in the fire, not afterward. The cake can only be baked in the heat. The cake cannot rise up unless the heat is applied, unless you keep the oven closed. Do not stop, sis. Do not stop, brother. You're in the moment where it actually takes place. So I know it feels like I just want to be done with this, but stay in there. That's where the transformation happens. In the heat, in the pressure, under the pressure. That's when it takes place. So you have the divine opportunity, not after they take the cake out of the oven to cool, but while it's in there. If you're in one of the toughest seasons of your life, stay in it. Experience all that he's doing while you're in the fire. That's the moment where it takes place. Because right before you're willing to give up is when it happens. So I want you to know that you're going to get through it. You will experience the land of milk and honey. You will live in a heaven on earth. You will experience heaven on earth. No, nothing is going to be missing. Nothing is going to be lacking. You're not going to forget to do this or that. It's not going to look over you and cross to someone. No, it's yours. In the fire. So stay in the fire because you are designed to literally rise up like never before under that level of pressure. So I want you to know that you're going to do amazing things. You're doing amazing things. And it's so many people that's waiting to meet you. So if you're on this journey and you're focusing on so many goals to do, listen, it's people that are waiting all across this world. It's trillions of people. Don't just focus on the little circle that we might know. Focus on its endless trillions of people on this earth. And you are assigned to a lot of them. That they're waiting to meet you and your platform and everything that you stand for and have been through and have overcome. You're their roadmap. So do it now like never before because they're waiting on you. They need the roadmap. They're waiting on you to help support during their process. God bless you all. I hope that you are in a space where you are feeling grateful and happy because guess what? We only have one amazing life to live. There is no duo. One amazing life to live on the earthly plane. Live it to the fullest. Limitations are not your portion. Lies are not your portion. The only thing that we are to focus on in this season is what love. And to think of endless because it's endless. To think of possibilities because it's endless. Everything that's connected to endless is what we should focus on. Blessings, Ashley. Blessings, beautiful. Everything that's endless. Love is endless. Possibilities are endless, right? Our healthy thoughts and wellness, it's endless. It never ends. That's what we are to be centered with in this hour. So you all, I wanted to bring a message over from the transformation place where we help amazing women and men transform from the inside out, gaining clarity, creativity, and confidence in every single area of their lives so they become wealthy in every single area of their lives that they produce from their giving and their gifting, right? That's right. All blessings, beautiful. My my Cash App is money sign NFOXX 2020. So money sign N Fox FOXX 2020. Blessings to you. But listen, happy Monday, Manifestation Monday, Miracle Monday, Make It Happen Monday, everything about production. Do you notice all of those words are about producing? Listen, be the best producer today that you can be. Own your 24 hours. Enjoy yourself, ladies and gentlemen. For those that are joining the replay, I am Nekia Foxx on every outlet. It's very simple. On social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Alignable, on the podcast, it's the same. Nekia Foxx, The Transformation Place, it's the same. Just Google and you'll see everything come up. If I can help any friend, listen, I have hundreds of videos on YouTube that hopefully I can help somebody be able to get through a day in a different perspective, because I'm not here to help, to change nothing in anyone's life. I'm just here to help them help themselves, right? That's it. Because we're all in this together. There is no, it's just me. Let me get my, no, we're all in this together. When you win, I win, and vice versa. When you win, I win. And let's stop focusing on the hardcore things that bring us no value. The real wealth is in literally allowing others to feel, right, seen and heard. Listen, God is allowing us to get delivered and healed in a way that we have always dreamed of since a child. Blessings to you, my sisters. Hello. Blessings. And once again, for those on my beautiful IGTV channel, listen, you'll be seeing more videos from the Transformation Place. I am so excited to be able to be in a space, to be able to just hold space for others, because I knew I was in a space of just holding myself like this, like, not anymore. God bless you. Own your 24 hours and do amazing things, because you're designed to do amazing things. Take this day, create, produce every single thing. Know we are women of power, of essence, of giving. Know that we are here of voluntary submission to the process, of voluntary, literally allowing ourselves to know that we are of sacrifice for a mission. Listen, God is doing amazing things, and He chose you to be a part of it. He chose all the pretty things, all these different fingerprints. You see these fingerprints? Only you have those. Only you. It's only one you. Remember that it's only one you. No one can duplicate your journey and all the things. No, that's why, they told us the wrong thing. Nobody can take away. It's based on our perspective. So let's just let's change our living room around. Let's change our thought processes. Let's allow the triggers to no longer exist, because when the enemy send things to bother you, when you overcome it and create a solution for it, guess what? You no longer see those people or those situations. They're gone. When you overcome it, when you overcome those triggers and those thought processes in that area, but guess what? I told a client, it's the same as going to a restaurant. If you say you no longer eat beef and you want to have a healthy salad, listen, the same thing is going to continue. No one can take away what is yours, because guess what? It's yours. Only you were chosen to do that. And even if they try to, they will never do it on the level in which you will do it. So that eases our mind. That eases our mind. We don't have to be hiding stuff and putting stuff. No, honey, queen, you fought this journey. You was on this path. You went through that lane. You dealt with all that. You grew up and you came through that household, that challenge, that hurt, that pain for a reason. Because only you could have been, like that was the roadmap to come out that way from you, because only you can bring forth the other side through those situations, because you went through it. No one can duplicate that. From the deliverance is the divine alignment in that area. That's the beauty of it. It's like we don't have to be hoarding stuff no more. Like, I'm not going to tell them or show them. No, give freely. The Bible says it's better to give than to receive. Give freely. Add value. Listen, make impact. When you give, you never lose. When you give, you never lose. When you give, you never lose. What leaves your hand never leave your life. That's why, see, when we give money, we don't look at it from a place of, oh, I'm giving money. No, when you give, what leaves your hand never leave your life. That's how I started being when I thought of all the times that I was like investing or giving. The more I give when I'm investing in something good, it's coming from an intent of a great place. It's coming from a pure intent. It never leaves my life. It's just like the karma of it. It's the law of reciprocity. You will get what you put in. So the more we give from a great loving place, the more it comes back to us. And we don't even have to expect it back from the place or the people that we gave it to. We have to know that what we circulate in the world is coming back. That's why we need nothing but more and more healing, nothing but more and more love, because guess what happens when all that is circulating? Now you're in the realm of manifestation. Now God can allow, see, now those are positive. In order to move forward and come from a place of love, that's positivity. And that's the place where things start happening and moving in our lives, when we keep it simple and just be grateful. Listen, blessings, Trail. How are you doing? Blessings, Powerhouse. All we have to do is keep this thing simple. Be grateful. Focus on your healing. Love endlessly from a place of just, I want you to win. I want you to feel healed. I want you to feel heard, because I know what it feels like not to be seen or heard. Listen, we had to go through that so we can have a voice now that knows exactly why we're speaking. They had to tell us to shut up for so many years as a child, like we like, so that we now can be like, oh no, I know exactly why I'm talking. I know exactly why. Why. Listen, you guys, I hope that you are in a place today, because I know a lot of people are hurting, and I want to tell those that are hurting, everyone is not in a blissful place. But for those that are going through a season that is hurting, listen here, there is hope. Just keep hope and stay focused on your healing while you are hurting. Stay focused on the other side, knowing that you're going to see yourself healed, see yourself whole, see yourself delivered, see yourself, speak it in, speak on, I told just the other day, keep it simple in reference to, if they are not speaking on where you're going, what you will be doing, and speaking forth life, that's what we should be doing. Place that in the universe. Place that in the world. Place that on this earth. Allow that to circulate in the air. Speak life. When I see kings and queens and powerful people, especially as a visionary, you see the good in the person. You see what all the possibilities. Listen, speak life. Speak to things that, like God saw us and he believed in us even when we didn't believe in ourselves, right? Speak life. And life will give it back to you. Speak life and life will give it back to you. Speak life and life will give it back to you. Speak life and it should come right back to you. Listen, we're all in this together. Listen, this thing is a continuous process of growth and learning and humblingness. Just like staying humble and being able to acknowledge the simple things. Listen, your life will change when you acknowledge the simple things. Your life will change. One thing I've learned about having it all is once you get it, you think like, oh, this is going to happen once this happens, or once I get this is going to happen. Guess what? You can create it right now in whatever you have right now. I should not have to wait till this happens for this to happen. I remember in business, I used to be like, oh, once I get my website, this is going to pop off. And once I get this, and once I created and spent all this time with this website and nothing happened. And I was like, oh my God. And then I was just moving on to the next. Once this happened, no, it is no more once this happened, because that was never designed to be your when it starts. You create it right now with whatever you have, wherever you are right now. That's when you start making it happen. That's when it's going to happen, when you create it right now. Not when this happens, when I get the husband, when I get the kids, when I get the money, when I get the millions, when I get the house. No, you are creating it right now, because that's what opens the door to it actually coming. Not when a thing happens or a certain this happens. When I do this is no. That means that's placing a limitation, and nothing that is from the essence of production, you cannot alter it. It comes from a free flow of, I can't touch it. It's just like love. When you're in a relationship, if you try to touch it or manipulate or when this happens, this is going to happen. So if I do this for him, he's going to do this. And then you're disappointed when you do that and he doesn't respond the same way. It's because you altered it. It didn't come from a pure intention. So that's the same thing that applies to our lives. No, leave that to be whatever it's going to be or not be. But I get to create with what I currently have right now, everything that I ever wanted right now within myself to experience. So start creating moments for yourself that allow you to feel good about yourself in the life that you are living. I guarantee you'll start seeing a life start to transform like never before that has nothing to do with all the other stuff. All the other stuff, guess what, you guys? You get that by default. If you just focus on loving, living, and literally speaking life and giving from a place of healing, guess what? All the other stuff we were trying to produce is going to happen by default. By default, you get the money. By default, you get the amazing man. By default, you get this life that you, by default, because you started to focus on what was here the whole time. That's right, Ella. Be the seed and find a rich soil to grow in. I'm so serious. That's why, like, even in our spaces, create your heaven on earth where you live. I want everything around me to be beautiful. Because guess what? I learned that when I feel good, I produce and I do magical things. Like my life, I started, ideas come when I'm in a creative space. Like this place right here, when I tell you it's so creative. So when I sit down and I look, and it's just like, I love color because it's abstract. Things just start to just come to you. That's what the same thing in our lives. If we place ourselves in environments, from the people we deal with, from the places we live, that make you want to, it makes you feel good. It makes you want to give more and create more. Guess what? Guess what's going to happen? By default, you're going to get the life you want to live, just by default. So you guys, I hope that I was able to say something. I know sometimes I go on rants. I'm going to start getting a little bit more organized with, because when I talk, I just talk. It's because I haven't been on here in so long. It's like, I miss you all. I miss you all. I miss you all. It's like, yeah, Nekia, you need to get on maybe a little bit shorter, but a little bit more often. So that's what I will be doing. A little bit shorter, but a little bit more often. Because I'm like, I miss you guys. I miss you guys. So, I just keep on. But you all enjoy your amazing day. Thank you for allowing me to take up any of your time. I hope I was able to bless someone with something. I hope I was able to invite you into my day. This is an amazing life that we get to live. It's so precious. Take your time. I miss you too, Trail. Miss you more. Take your time and enjoy yourself. Do you? You know the saying, do you? Enjoy yourself. Enjoy this life. And I want you to know that you're doing an amazing job, that you are loved, that you are cherished, that you are valued, that you are seen, that you are heard. Everything that you're doing, the world is looking and seeing. It is not going in vain. Everything that you are doing or will do, understand that it's not for those to see. It's for our journey to see. So the only people we need to be pleasing is our journey. Our journey needs to say, well done, queen. Well done. Good job. That's the only one needs to be taking notes. And guess what happens when your journey sees you doing the work? It blesses you and opens up the path for even the more. God bless you all. Have an amazing day. Mwah, 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 mwah.